Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with another part of What If Naruto Was in a Political Marriage. I apologize to you guys for not uploading What If Naruto the Regretful Family today because I'm writing it down on my notebook and it's quite difficult to write it down, and it is the final part, and I want it to be to I wanted to meet your expectations. So yeah, that is why I'm taking my time. It will be uploaded tomorrow or the day after tomorrow because it might take some time to write it down, up to like length of 25 to 20 minutes. So I hope you stay tuned for that, and I apologize again for that. So yeah, today we are going to be recording the part 6th or 7th of this series. So before continuing this, I like for you guys to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. We're at 712 subscribers right now at the recording of this video, and I really want to complete 800 subscribers as soon as possible. I know we can do it, and yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Chapter 10, The Start. Hours earlier, Orochimaru was in a large oval room. He was standing with difficulty on a sharp prostration in signs. A single silhouette appeared before him, on another sharp figure that was hard to distinguish, with little else to identify it other than purple eyes with a ripples pattern. How are you able to contact us? We took your ring away. Straight to the point then. I have my ways of getting into contact with people, but more importantly, I need your help, and I can help you. The figure was silent for a while. Continue. There are 5 Jinchurikis currently residing in Konoha, as well as the Uchiha that I need for my new body. I plan to sway him to my side, but Konoha is going to try to chase him down. Konoha has almost no manpower at the moment, and if they are smart, they'll use the Jinchuriki. Orochimaru paused to make sure that the figure was still with him. Seeing a nod, he continued. I'll send my bodyguards to sway and carry him back to Sound. When they are being pursued, they'll split off in an attempt to stall for time. And if the Leaf have any brain cells left, they'll split off as well, creating perfect opportunities for your operatives to capture the Jinchuriki. Orochimaru used to belong to Akatsuki, so he knew how they operated. The reason that they were split into 2-man cells was so they could keep track of each other bit better than if there was more. Having many different S-rank shinobi running around and throwing out huge wide-scale attacks would increase the amount of friendly fires exponentially. Also, there was a need for at least 2 operatives to give to a given Jinchuriki. Any less and they run the risk of having casualties among the organization. Having 10 Akatsuki members and 5 Jinchurikis running around fighting each other all at the same time would be a complete and utter clusterfuck. So there was a need to separate them from each other and combat them individually. Orochimaru knew that and made his plan sound as enticing as he could. The Akatsuki weren't planning on capturing the Jinchuriki for a while, but the chance at getting 5 at the same time would be too much for them to pass up. Orochimaru was a shrewd, cunning bastard, the model shinobi. The figure sat in thought for a long time. How strong are your bodyguards? At least A rank level, when fully powered. The figure thought for a longer time still. I will send 5 of my operatives, but your bodyguard unit will have to help in the capturing of the Jinchuriki. An understandable notion, after all. Only fools put all their eggs into one basket. Excellent, Orochimaru said, practically salivating. When will your bodyguards unite? Take the Uchiha. Just be around the border to the land of rice paddies next morning to afternoon, and intervene how you see fit. Keep your end of the bargain, Orochimaru. The figure knew how slippery and cunning the snake was. I will be happy to, as long as the Uchiha makes it to the village hidden in the Sound. My bodyguards will help you take the Jinchuriki. He left the room and got onto the back of the imposing shinobi that was waiting outside. He would have to change his orders to the sound 4 slightly, but it should all go according to the plan. Link break, Konoha proper. Kuretsuchi was still slightly steamed. She was holding on to her shopping bags very tightly, signifying anger. I don't know what you're so mad about. The pink enhances your eyes, Tamari said. Indeed, wearing pink clothing did bring Kuretsuchi's pink irises out, which made her look far more feminine and pretty. But Kuretsuchi didn't like that. Pink as a color has nowhere it could be successful as a camouflage. Orange helps blend in the rocks during the morning and evening. Blue helps blend in the higher climates. Beige helps blend in with the sand. Red and brown helps blend in with dark rock. But pink is a color that could never help to conceal someone. And I hate that so much. Not only that, but I hate the color pink, and bright neon pink is the absolute worst. Why do you hate pink? Yujito asked, disinterestedly. Because it makes me look feminine, and I am not feminine. You could say that again, Tamari said under her breath. What was that? Kuretsuchi said. You're digging yourself deeper. Wait. You said that you didn't like femininity. So what I just said is actually a compliment. It didn't sound like a compliment. It sounded like a dig, Tamari sighed. You have to stop letting people get to you so much. You're going to die of an aneurysm at a young age. Whatever you say, you fucking stoic. A tick mark appeared on Tamari's forehead. What was that? Isn't stoicism a compliment to a higher caliber shinobi such as yourself? Kuretsuchi said in the most insincere tone possible. I'm not a stoic. Oh please, you're an emotional black hole. I do plenty of fun and emotional things. Kuretsuchi grabbed the bags that she had in her right hand and with her left hand, and then raised her hand and put up 3 fingers. Name 3. I like flora appreciation. Kuretsuchi ticked down 1 finger. I like training. Doesn't count. Grr. I like spending time with my family. Albeit this was fairly new hobby. Kuretsuchi ticked another finger down. I like... Tamari was at loss of words. Kuretsuchi was waiting for an answer. Whatever, I'm not a stoic. Whatever you say, Stoic-chan. Whatever you say, Pink-tsuchi-san. What did you call me? Yujiro looked on with a light smile on her face. It was kind of fun listening to their interaction. A slight disarming thought, since they were sister-wives, but true nonetheless. A gout of flames appeared on the rooftop of the building that they were next to. Yujito quickly looked. It was a hospital. Her shinobi sense kicked in, and she raced up the walls of the building, with Tamari and Kuretsuchi racing alongside her. They were on the floor under the roof when the flames went out. When they reached the roof, they were met with a strange sight. Their husband was holding down a shinobi with the Sharingan in an arm hold, with Fu looking on appreciatively and Jiraiya of the Sanin looking on in slight surprise. Is that the last Uchiha? Yujito asked. She had fought several Uchiha in the Third War. They were difficult opponents. She heard about the massacre and was slightly relieved at the news that there were only one or two left. However, now she was looking at the one survivor that stayed in Konoha, which unnerved her quite a bit. Huh? Naruto turned around and looked at them in surprise. When did you guys get here? We were surprised when the roof of a hospital suddenly caught fire, so we jumped in to help, Yujito said. Oh, sorry. That's Teme's fault here, Naruto said, releasing Sasuke. You know the last Uchiha? Kuretsuchi asked. Their teammates, Tamari told her. Huh? Wow, kid, you are connected. Yup. Oh, Teme, they are Yujito, Tamari, and Pink-tsuchi. Kuretsuchi, she yelled. Tomato. If Glades could kill, Sasuke would be committing genocide. Oi, what's wrong, Teme? I bet you fair and square. Now you have no choice to consider me your equal, Naruto said with a cheeky grin. Like I do that failure. Sasuke tried to get up but failed and fell down. The fall from such heights had been practically bad on his legs. Naruto caught him, made a clone, and passed off Sasuke to the clone to bring downstairs next to Kakashi. Sasuke was trying to punch the clone off of him, but clone was having none of it. Jiraiya sighed. I'll go get Tsunade. Flickered away. She was in a surgery, but he didn't know that. Who walked up to Naruto? When you said he was a dick, you weren't kidding. He usually isn't that bad, I swear. He put on a slightly sad look. Whatever, so what did you guys do today? He said. Well, we went shopping to replace all of the clothes you ruined, she said vindictively. And I went training to reclaim the pride I had, which you destroyed when you detailed me in front of my friends, so we're even. When two people enter a prank war, things never get even, and then one who does concede equality is always the loser. Kurotsuchi huffed and looked away. She wasn't going to concede. The three others looked slightly amused by their interaction. Jiraiya flickered back. She is working on that Lee kid now. So I called a maddening. Why does he need a maddening? He's in a bad shape, but come on. We need as many shinobi to lighten the load of mission taking as much as possible, and having the lone Uchiha on mission saves faces. So that Teme gets special treatment, huh? Yup, being the last of line kind of does. Being the sorry about that. Yup, being the last of line kind of does that to you, you know. What about me? I'm the last Namikaze and the last Uzumaki. Why don't I get special treatment? Says the kid with 4 wives. Naruto blushed and looked to the side. That's a punishment, and you know it. Hey kid, what do you mean when you say that? Kurotsuchi said with an angry look on her face, while cracking her knuckles. Right. These are the faces of pure joy and happiness, aren't they? He said, gesturing to the rest of his harem, who looked slightly uncomfortable. You got smart mouth, kid, and you got a slow one. They glared at each other. Lightning appeared between their eyes. Probably Sage, are you sure we can't get these marriage annulled? I don't think I can handle spending the rest of my life with her. No, if you want war. Holy fuck. Okay, explain to me in detail when these marriages will end. War as we know it. The 4 others listening wanted to know as well. Jiraiya sighed. Listen, kid. You've been told why. If the common citizen and shinobi see the people that they look up to acting nice with each other, then they'll see that it isn't that difficult, and at the very least, they'll try to make it work as well. Why can't we just hang out with each other? Why do we have to get married? Kid, your marriage is a symbol. The symbol for a long-lasting relationship between the nations. Naruto looked steamed, but relentant. Bah, fine. And who knows, kid, you might learn to like them, he said with wiggling eyebrows. All 5 of them blushed slightly. You make all female wary of your presence, Tamari said, summing up Jiraiya's character perfectly. Perfectly put, Stoic-chan, Kurotsuchi said with a grin. Fu gave a quiet laugh at the name. Shut up, Pink Suchi. Fu gave a not so quiet laugh at the nickname. See, you 5 are bonding together already, Jiraiya said with a smile. Naruto decided not to raise to the jab. Why are you here? I wanted to check up on how you were doing mentally. Your whole sulking episode was kind of concerning, but you seem to be fine now, so I'll take my leave. Jiraiya flickered away. I think that's after learning who my parents were, and then finding out that I'll never find love. I deserve a little sulking time, Naruto said to himself through clenching fist. Naruto sighed, an affliction which he seemed to be much more prevalent as of late. So what are you guys going to do? Train, I guess, Kurotsuchi said. I could go for some training, Tamari said in agreement. Yujito nodded. We can start your training in counter evasion, Fu said. Woot! Thanks, Fu. Now you owe me 2. What? You owe me 1 for the parrying, now you owe me 1 for the counter evasion. Naruto sighed. You're driven a hard bargain, Fu. Okay, let's go. Link break. Hospital room. Sasuke was on the new bed. Seething, Kakashi was in the bed next to him, awoken now. and reading his ever-present porn. What happened? Silence. Kakashi looked up from his phone and asked again in more severe tone. What happened? Naruto beat me. Oh. I'm too weak. He just gets stronger and stronger. And I stay the same. I can never enact my vengeance the way I am now. Not even the Chidori can beat Naruto. You used the Chidori on Naruto? Kakashi sighed, then closed his book. Sasuke. Naruto is a fellow shinobi of the Hidden Leaf. Don't ever use an assassination technique on comrade. Sasuke seethed some more. You should give up on getting revenge for your clan. Sasuke looked at Kakashi in fury. Nobody ever feels fulfilled from vengeance. It consumes their lives, and when they finally have their vengeance, they come to the sudden realization that they have nothing else. How do you know I feel? Perhaps if I killed every person who was close to you, then you'd have an inkling of empathy to how I feel. You scoff at my feelings, but if all your friends were dead, perhaps you feel slightly like how I do. You couldn't kill any of my people, precious to me, Sasuke. Sasuke looked at Kakashi darkly. After all, they're all dead. And if I wanted to kill the person responsible, I'd have to commit suicide. Sasuke looked shocked. Kakashi got up from his bed and uttered nonchalantly, I have to go pick up my next mission. This left Sasuke alone in his room, with four figures looking at him in the building across from him. Link break. Hospital, different room. Sakura woke up just in time to see the nurse making the bed that Sasuke left behind. Where's Sasuke? She asked weakly. Oh, you're awake. I believe he went up to the roof with his two visitors. Visitors? A blonde boy who said his name was Naruto Uzumaki and he's Uchiha's teammate and his friend. Sakura began to get up with slight difficulty. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I just need to stretch out a bit. That's all. Once she was up, she began to walk to the stairs to the roof. Sakura was just able to catch Naruto and his merry harem before they left to train. Hey Naruto! Oh hey Sakura! You haven't met before, have you? He asked. This is Sakura, and this is Yujito, Tamari, Fu, and Pink Tsuchi. Koretasuchi! Tomato. Can I talk to you for a minute, Naruto? Sakura asked. Sure. He didn't move. In private. Oh, I was just about to go and train. It's okay, you can just catch up later, Fu said with an upbeat tone. Okay. Naruto followed Sakura out of the door. Why did you do that? I was this close to pounding him into a fine paste with the pretense of training, and you ruined it, said Koretasuchi. That's the girl that he is in love with, Fu said severely. Oh, never mind then. Let's just go, Koretasuchi said. She may have wanted to grind the kid to dust, but even she knew when to draw the line. The four of them jumped off the rooftop and went in search of a proper training ground. So, where do you want to go? Naruto asked Sakura. They were walking out of the hospital and proceeded to walk at a slow pace. Ichiraku ramen, remember? You asked me out on a date before, Sakura said in a subdued tone. Oh yeah, sorry. A lot been happening to me recently. Like what? You'll find out at Tsunade's inauguration. Sakura thought that was weird but chose not to comment on it. They continued their walk at a slow pace. An uncomfortable silence dropped upon them as they walked to Ichiraku. When they got there, Sakura was still silent, even as she got her order. Naruto started slurping his ramen loudly. So, what did you want to talk about? He asked. It's just Sasuke's been kinda different lately, she said slowly. Yeah, a little, I guess. She stayed silent. Hey, why do you love Sasuke? She lost her slightly depressed look and turned to Naruto severely. I'm not going to give up on him. He raised his hand. I don't expect you to. I wanted to understand, that's all. She adopted a dreamy look. Because he's cool and strong and he's never backs down. She paused. And whenever I'm near him, I feel like I'm a little stronger. I know that I'm big compared to you two, but when I'm near Sasuke, I feel like I can be stronger. I feel like I'm already am strong, a little stronger. Naruto sat in silence. Thanks, Sakura. For what? I think that I finally understand you. You won't have to worry about me asking you on dates anymore. Naruto said. He slapped some money on the table, enough for both him and Sakura. Why? I mean, it's not that I wanted to, it's just why? You'll find out. It's not his inauguration, Naruto said mysteriously. Their date had taken a considerable amount of time considering the amount of time the walk consumed. It was already dark and Naruto knew that any training now would be pointless. He headed out in the direction of his house, leaving Sakura to start home. When she had just reached her home, she got a sickening feeling in her gut that told her to go to the gates of Konoha. Somewhere in her subconscious, she knew that something bad was going to happen. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this part of, guys, I will be doing a double upload from today onwards. I hope I can do that, but I'm going to try to make double upload. So yeah, this is Apollo Chia and I'm signing out. Peace.